Hello, I'm Cheree with Children's Services Council of Martin County. I am at Thrivent Financial with Robert Whitlach.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Absolutely.
And it's my pleasure to highlight Thrivent as a business of benevolence. What we do is we go throughout the community and we recognize different businesses and leaders like Robert here who are in the community making it a better place for those around them. So tell me a little bit about Thrivent. Tell me about your organization.
Sure. So Thrivent's been around from a corporate standpoint since 1902. It is actually what's called a fraternal benefit society. It also is we do financial advising, so very similar to a lot of other firms out there. When you come in and you talk to us, you might talk to us about retirement, or you might talk to us about life insurance or long-term care or any of those things that are part of your financial life. This office here in Stuart has been open since 2011. We do have about 1,000 offices nationwide. And what makes a fraternal benefit society unique is the fact that we are actually a not-for-profit. And you don't find a lot of financial service firms that are not-for-profits.
So what makes you a not-for-profit?
So every fraternal benefit society in the country is actually a not-for-profit. That's a 501c8. And also a mutual company, which means we're owned by the folks who come to us for their financial advice. So what makes us a not-for-profit is working with the Christian community. And that is actually called a common bond. Now, that doesn't mean you can't work with us if you don't maybe have faith that aligns with the Christian community. You can still work with us. We just have to sell certain products to folks who maybe don't qualify for our not-for-profit status.
Okay, well that's very interesting. So I did not realize that there was another 501c8 portion for not-for-profits. So I learned something new today.
Absolutely.
I also learned a little bit about the ABCs. Can you tell me what they mean to you?
Absolutely. So I think about it this way. So being a not-for-profit, there's a couple of different things that we do, if you will, and the ABCs are connected with that. So think about it this way. As a not-for-profit, we give back to our communities. We give back the profits that we make as a financial services firm. We also give back some of the taxations that we don't pay because we're not-for-profit. The ways we give those back are what we identify as the ABCs. Yes. So the A is an action team. As a member of Thrivent or a client of Thrivent, I get to choose 2 things a year that I can support in my community.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be a not-for-profit that they're supporting.
Correct.
It could be a family, their neighbor, a child in need.
Yep. So you were telling me a story about the young girl who has a cleft palate, and the family needs to travel to go get the surgery for that. That's a great opportunity for an action team. So I would be able to get online, apply for the action team, and do a fundraiser to help that personal family out to take care of that little child. Or an education. Maybe we want to bring in somebody who does dietary things or something like that. You can use an action team to do that. So we're fundraisers, education, maybe something patriotic for veterans. Those are the types of things that we want members and clients to be doing in the community to make our communities better.
And that's what it's all about. Community unity, coming together and linking arms, making where we live a better place, not just for us, but for our neighbors. So tell me a little bit about the B and C's of the ABCs for Thrive.
Absolutely. So B stands for builds, and we have partnered with Habitat for Humanity on local levels, national levels, but also internationally from a corporate standpoint. And so you can actually see here a couple of trips that were highlighted here. This is actually from Portugal. There's a trip to Hungary, but there's also, locally here, the St. Lucie County chapter. We work with their habitat, the Martin County chapter, in their habitat, and we're going to be even doing some of the day builds with them here in 2022. So we really look forward to that.
That's great. C, what does C stand for?
C is for what's called Thrivent Choice. I call it the frequent flyer program for Thrivent. Our clients and members are able to get points, if you will, and they take those points, those choice dollars, and they get to give it to a charity of their choice, something local. It could be a church, it could be a school, it could be a 501c3, but it's something that is close to their heart, and that's their way of also giving back into the community as well.
Love the ABCs. I think it's great. I think it's a wonderful product of Thrivent and for all of their clients. So it's definitely a benefit to our community as well. So one of the things I wanted to ask you are, what are some of the organizations within the last year that you guys have been involved with?
Yeah, so there's a couple of them. I mean, tomorrow night we're going to talk about this one that's United Way and Toys for Tots.
Proud partner and also an official drop site at
Yes.
CSC.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you can also come to our office here, and we're also a drop-off location. Just a couple of weeks ago, we helped out Kiwanis, and they do a lot in our community, helping people succeed. Not only have we helped them out with some fundraising, but I actually personally serve on a couple of their committees. We've helped Molly's House out a little bit, and then I know there's others, and we choose probably 5 to 6 charities per year.
Just this office.
Just this office
Your
alone,
team.
locally, that we try and get our members, our clients involved with, as well as getting the community involved.
That's wonderful. And again, that's what it's all about. It's coming together and being there for one another. I saw this and
Yes.
I absolutely loved it. Let all that you do be done in love. I mean, how beautiful is that? Can you tell me a little bit about these shirts you have behind you?
These?
Yes, those.
Yeah. So you probably have seen these around town, right?
I definitely have. I know my daughter and I have quite a
Absolutely.
few.
So you probably have seen, and these are, I call them the badge of honor, because I was telling you a little bit about the action teams, right? And one of the cool things about the action teams is when you do an action team, Thrivent does 2 things. First of all, they help you out with what I call seed money to help you do the event. So if you're doing a fundraiser for a child or a family or another charity, we'll actually send you some money to help out with the costs. The other really cool thing is you get a cool shirt, right?
And they're the softest shirts.
They are really soft. Everybody loves them. So what I love is every year we've chosen a different color. And this was actually the very first one, and I can't even tell you, 8 years ago, something like that.
That's
Fuzzy on it. And this is the absolutely first one. And next year, 2022, very similar color, but a different design. But you may have seen salmon or teal or blue, and every year that our clients, and you can't buy these anywhere. The only way you can get this badge of honor is to actually apply for an action team, which means you're doing something good for your community. And I love when I see people, I'll be in the airport and I'll see people with one of these on, and it's like,
hey, nice shirt.
yeah, exactly.
Because you know what it's about.
Fun because you know exactly what it's about. It truly is a badge of honor for me to wear it, and to see other people wearing
Now
it.
this one fell on the floor.
I know.
But
this is a special one.
this is one that I want to wear eventually. Can you tell them what this one's for?
Sure. So because of our relationship with Habitat, every once in a while, a lot of the local reps, a lot of Thrivent Financial representatives will do a woman's build. And so a woman's build is getting ladies together to go to Habitat to one of the local builds, And if you do that, you can get a pink shirt. And that's the only way you get pink. So there you go. Hopefully one day.
One day I will wear it and I will sport it and
there you go.
Be happy because I'll have a hammer in my hand or something.
Doing good for the community, helping somebody get a hand up.
Exactly.
Right.
And I just wanted to say it's been an absolute pleasure to be here with you today and to highlight Thrivent Financial here in Stuart. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you to your team who obviously just loves what they do and gives back to the community. You live and give in Martin County, and we are proud to have you here, and we are so grateful for the businesses of benevolence right here in our own backyard.